video, another review for you guys. If this is your first time on our channel, welcome. If you've been here before, we are glad that you are back. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Put those notification bells on so that you won't miss any video that we will be putting out. Also, be sure to subscribe to our website so that you are able to get all the deals that we have to offer for you guys on a weekly basis. So, today we are going to be talking about Santa Marta, the Irotama Resort in Santa Marta, Colombia. Woo, 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 woo. So guys, before we even stayed at this resort, we didn't really know a lot about Santa Marta. We knew about Cartagena because we actually had gone there. We knew about Bogota and some of the other places, Medellin, but we never really heard of Santa Marta. So we were planning a huge group trip for our community for the summer, and we were looking around different places in Colombia to be able to host our trip. And we came across this resort. Now, to be honest, we were really indecisive about whether we wanted to do Cartagena or whether we wanted to do Santa Marta, and it was just because of the different type of experiences that we would have. But we did end up going with Santa Marta, and we're really happy that we were able to do so. So we're going to give you guys a full review on this resort, our experiences and our ratings, and hopefully it will help you in making your decision for your next trip to Colombia.
So guys, let's talk about price. Colombia is already a destination that's really affordable for any traveler. It was a little less than, I would say, about $200 per night. We also did have the all-inclusive package. Now, you can choose to get a separate package that's not all-inclusive, just breakfast only or breakfast and dinner only possibly. You'll have to do your own individual research for that. But however, we did have the all-inclusive package and it was affordable. They did have a lot to offer as far as breakfast locations and different just experiences. So I definitely rate the price of 4.5 out of 5 stars.
I definitely agree with that rating. For what we got and the price that we paid, I would definitely rate that a 4.5 as well. So the next thing that I want to get into is the location of the resort. Now, once again, Santa Marta is one of those hidden gem destinations that a lot of people don't hear about or talk about or know about. So for us being able to find this, it was really something that we had to do our research for. And I'll be completely honest, being that we did do this as a group trip, we had over 20 people out there with us. I was really nervous because there wasn't a lot of social media like content and a lot of people that, you know, have been there and doing reviews on it. So it was just kind of like we were kind of like doing spaghetti at the wall, hoping that based off of what we saw on social media that this would be a good resort. And to be honest, the website and their social media does not do this hotel justice because it was absolutely amazing. The location was really good for what we wanted, because realistically there's just some destinations you go to where you're going to stay on the resort the whole entire time, and that's okay because when it's all-inclusive and everything that is there for what you need, there's really no need to go off the resort. But the cool thing about our location is that they were able to take us and pick us up and take us into the city and all the other amazing things and locations for us to go and experience Santa Marta as a local would be able to. Now, I would rate the location a 3.5 out of 5. And the only reason why is because, to be honest, the way that the resort is set up, it is easy access for cats and dogs to come on the resort, which for me personally I didn't like that. Like being at breakfast and being at dinner and there's animals and dogs and cats walking around by the food, and so that was really a big deal for me because, you know, you just never know with dogs, like, you know, they can attack, or cats, like there were literally cats jumping on the tables where, like, you know, people had finished eating and stuff, and I'm just not a fan of that. The area could have been more secure for people who just may not be comfortable. There were other guests that was at the location that also mentioned their discomfort due to that, and you know, I was also uncomfortable with that as well, to the point where there were times like I didn't even finish my meal. I would get up and just leave because I was just bothered by this. But if you're a person that doesn't care about that, then, you know, it'll be fine. But overall, essentially, I think it was a good location. Realistically, all the excursions and things that we had transportation, so we never had to go too far out. but it wasn't like it was in the center of the city or anything like that. So depending on what kind of experience you have, you might judge it differently, but I would give it like a 3 out of 5.
I would give the location probably a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Reason being because it was located next to the beach. So there was a beach area, and also, you know, we did have breakfast by the beach. We had dinner by the beach. It was, you know, like I mentioned before, all the resorts that were connected were right in the same proximity. Everything wasn't too far away from one another. The only catch to it was you did need a taxi ride to get throughout the rest of the area. Nothing was walking distance away. It's like if you wanted to go to a gift shop or, you know, a restaurant outside the resort, you definitely had to get in a taxi. Nothing was close at all. It was either a 15-minute drive away, maybe 10 the least, but everything in that area was mostly deserted. It was all like highway until you got to the other side of Santa Marta. So, but other than that, yeah, I would probably give it maybe about a 3.5 out of 5 as far as the location is concerned. So let's talk about the food. I mean, as we've stated in other videos that we've done for Colombia, that the food is absolutely amazing. Now, with us being at an all-inclusive resort, is it still amazing? Let's see. So the food was really, really good for the most part. We had several different dining options. We didn't have to just eat at our resort. Like I said, you have multiple other hotels that you can go to. Some of the hotels, you didn't have to actually get a reservation. All you had to do was just walk in, be seated, and they were able to serve you. With us having an all-inclusive package, we were able to get drinks included, everything, dessert, drinks, anything that you wanted, they were able to accommodate. So to be honest with you, the food was probably around a 3.5 out of 5. The portions were good. The seasoning wasn't all that great. I mean, I've had more better seasoned street food in Colombia than I've had at the resort, to be quite honest with you. But they did give a large amount of portions, and the drinks were really, really good. The drinks was hitting. They did not lack with the drinks. But as far as the food, I would say it was pretty decent. 3.5 out of 5 stars. What do you think?
I would definitely agree with the 3.5 out of 5. Unfortunately, some of the people that we did travel with absolutely hated the food. I was pretty good with it. I really enjoyed breakfast. Breakfast was probably my favorite meal that we had. But I did like the diversity between the other meals that we had as far as the different restaurants and being able to go to the other hotels. Now, if you watch other videos that we did, you guys know that anytime I go to a place, I'm always talk about some fish and chips. Because the fish and chips here was busting, guys. And we were able to get it right by the infinity pool. They were serving us drinks right by the pool. It was just a really good experience. So I would rate the food about a 3.5. But it depends on, you know, what you like, what you go for. But the portions were really good, really big. And we never got tired of eating. Because when you're at all-inclusive, it's all you can eat, all you can drink. So I do agree with that rating.
And just to include this in there too, guys. The pool food was actually a lot different from the dining food.
Yes.
I actually enjoyed the food by the pool a lot more. The dining food was pretty good, but I mean, I kind of think of it like, you know, when you go to a buffet, they don't really specialize in all different food. It may be one thing that they're really good at, but they just throw like, you know, chicken fingers and pizza in there just to give more of a variety. I feel like that was kind of like the vibe in which that we got from this hotel. Like they had different kind of restaurants, but you know, it's like eating Italian food in a Spanish country. Like they're gonna do the best that they can, but it may not be like, you know, how it is in Italy. So, but other than that, the food was really decent.
So next thing we're going to talk about is spa services. So as always, we usually go to the spa wherever destination that we go. And this spa was a 5 out of 5, honestly. It was absolutely amazing. The facilities were good. The massage itself was good. The price for what we got was amazing. Honestly, it was so good. A lot of people that out of the 20 plus people that were on the trip actually did get the spa services. It was just absolutely amazing. We're always doing the spas, and realistically, you know, there are some places that are, you know, better than others, but this was one that was really high up there. So I would definitely give that a 5 out of 5.
I agree 100%. The spa was amazing and it was affordable. It wasn't expensive at all. I think we paid about $40 or I think it was $35 or $40 for like 50 minutes. I mean, and where can you go and get a 50-minute, almost an hour massage for $30, $40? Probably in Asia. I know some of you guys are probably saying. But we were able to get that in Colombia at the resort, and it was nice. It wasn't too crowded to where you could not book that same day. Most of us were able to book a massage that same exact day without having to wait a long periods of time. Yeah. So, and they really did an efficient job. So thank you to the spa services at Irotama. So let's talk about the rooms, guys. The rooms are absolutely amazing. Like Anna was saying earlier, the photography on the website did not do this resort any justice. I mean, I feel like they could have definitely upped it up with their media, but when we got there, we were not disappointed. We had an amazing balcony view of the resort and partial ocean view, which was it was beautiful. You guys are gonna be able to see it here in this video. We were waking up to sunrises or going to bed to sunsets, whichever one, I can't remember. But I do remember that the view was amazing. We were like on the 30th or 40th floor. Felt like we had our own penthouse. It was a really good time, a really good vibe, and I definitely rate the rooms a 4.5 out of 5 stars for sure. How about you?
I definitely would agree with that rating. It was really good. We were comfortable. The views were amazing. So when the views are amazing and you're comfortable and it's clean, you can't really lose with that. So the last thing that we're going to get into is overall the resort. Now overall, I would rate this resort, I would rate it a 4 out of 5. And it's really because I think we went into it like under expecting certain things just because of what we couldn't find about the resort. So it didn't have our expectations all the way up here and this is what we got. No, we were like here expectations and this is what we got. The facilities are beautiful. I mean, they have a huge, beautiful lobby. Even the bar on the left side when you first walk in, and then you're able to go in and see that beautiful beach area or pool area, and all the restaurants, the facilities of where you sit and dine. Even like there's just like a round bar for you to sit at, and being able to take the shuttles or the golf carts to the other areas, and even those bars and pools were just beautiful. So overall, like the people were so nice. Like we didn't even know that we went there during a holiday time. So even the receptionists were telling us fun things to do and places to go, and that made our experience even better. With the group sales department, they were so helpful. They made sure that we had an amazing trip. So overall, I will rate it a 4 out of 5. What would you say?
Yeah, I would say around the same. And just to include this as well, if you are an avid traveler and you probably don't speak too much Spanish, just be ready to probably use your Google Translator or your Spanish friend, whoever that may be, because this resort, a lot of their employees speak just Spanish. Not too many people speak English there.
In Santa Marta, just in its entirety.
Yeah, in Santa Marta, in its wholeness, there's a lot of people who just speak Spanish. Not too many of them speak English. Also, to just remind you that this is the vacation destination for most Colombians. So most Colombians, when they want to go on vacation, they go to Santa Marta. And that's for those who actually live in Colombia, may live in Venezuela, whoever in the close proximity of Colombia, they will go to Santa Marta. And most of them speak fluent Spanish, but if you are a traveler who's coming from a non-Spanish speaking country, be ready because they will be speaking a lot of Spanish and not too much English. So just be prepared for that. But overall, I would definitely rate this resort a 4 out of 5, just like Anna said.
So guys, we were able to go out there with 20 plus people. We were able to give out gifts. We were also able to have round trip transportation, as well as an all-inclusive yacht party, as well as a beach dinner on the resort, and so much more. So if you guys are looking for experiences like this, make sure you're following us on our social media. Like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our website so that you can get weekly deals. And if you're thinking that you want to go to Colombia and have an experience kind of like we did, you can go ahead and click the link in the description and fill out a group trip request form, and our team will do all the planning for you. All you have to do is just book it and go, and we would love to have you a part of the community.
So with that being said, thank you so much guys for checking in with us. Don't forget to do everything she just mentioned. Follow, subscribe so you don't miss anything, and we'll catch y'all on the beaches of the world. Peace.